All right, we'll start with, tell us a little bit about your characters. I'll start with you, Lauren.
I am Pamela, and I am trying to navigate a teenage boy who's got a chip on his shoulder, and my husband, played by Thomas, who is maybe not the most communicative in the world. And what happens at the beginning of the movie is our world is rocked and our family has changed, and we inherit this dog who is going to ultimately bring us to a hopeful place, but it's about that journey.
Nice. Thomas?
My character is a small business owner, but has that sort of swagger and pride of not just ex-military, but a wounded ex-combat vet, and the things that sort of launched the film emotionally, and our characters are sort of set reeling, and alongside of that, we're dealing with a defiant teenage boy who doesn't know how to navigate those emotional circumstances that launched the film. And then we have, this dog that is sort of a residual that's kind of thrust upon us and represents, that tragedy on many levels that starts the film off. So it really, to me, it was, who Ray is at the beginning, which is he's a pretty cut off guy, but along with the dog in the movie, along with Max becoming a family member, I think everybody is able to sort of heal and understand the complexities emotionally of what they don't even realize they're dealing with in terms of heartbreak and guilt and just overwhelming loss. And I think by the end it's a very believable resolution of a lot of all of those things.
Now, Max is a big part of this film. I know that you've worked with animals in the past. Was this different in any way than the past? Did you have to do any preparation? Was there...
No preparation necessarily. It just becomes another technical aspect. Every project has those, whether it's weather or simulating a hurricane, or and this particular technical challenge is staying consistent but ready to adapt if something happens that's unexpected, which is 70-80% of the time. Mm-hmm. So you just get used to kind of going with it, and really over the course of the movie, I had respect already, but I developed just an incredible respect for the intelligence of these dogs is so impressive. And I also enjoyed the fact that all of them lived with this trainer and were all rescue dogs, and so you see in them a kind of intensity, and they need a particular kind of person to handle them, and they have that person. Whether they intended to be movie stars when they started out, I don't know, but it was just really impressive and fun to see them work.
Did you learn anything out of this about these military dogs and what they go through and what their trainers go through? Was that a learning experience here?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the script, about reviewing, how Kyle and Max came up together, him as sort of a buck recruit and Max as a puppy. And I thought that it was an interesting way cinematically to show this, really green around the ears young recruit who wants to work in the K9 units and in the service dog units, and how he's completely wide-eyed and with innocence and lack of skill, and then you literally have the manifestation of Max as a puppy, and they're puppies together, and they become this war machine together. Or more to the point, this sort of anti-war machine of finding problems and threats and being able to disable them before they ever occur, and which is the great thing about those war dog units, that are serving even now in Afghanistan, but for centuries with American military and presumably military all over the world, that they have a long-standing heroic history. That I think a lot of people are just not aware of. I mean, we're aware of canine units, with the police department and the sheriff's department, and looking for narcotics but we're not quite as focused on how life-saving their efforts are in a war zone.
Yeah, correct. So this is sort of a family film throwback to family films way back. Why do you think this will appeal to both kids and adults?
Well, it's truly about an entire family. It's sort of through the eyes of our teenager, sort of, but it's through the eyes of the dog. It's through the eyes of the parents. It's a fact of life for many families who have people in service and in the military, and so I think about it like I think about the show Parenthood. It's sort of, there's someone you can connect to at all different sort of ages, and it's not talking down. It's not a kids movie in a condescending way. It's truly it has something that is so emotional at its core, which is family and love and loss. So it's adult, but it's a boy and his dog, so it's for kids too.
That's great. So anyway, well, it was a great film, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.